Hello guys and welcome back to another video. So a few weeks ago the Jurassic World Rebirth trailer dropped, and due to the highly anticipated new movie, no one really talks about Chaos Theory anymore, because this third season is already coming in less than a month, on April 3rd. So let's get into this video. So for this video I want to talk about a possibility of the Therizinosaurus to appear in Chaos Theory Season 3. So I have made a video covering this a while back on my channel, but I just wanted to remake that video. So it's about the possibility of the Therizinosaurus to be in Jurassic World Chaos Theory Season 3. And why do I think that? Well, if you guys watch Jurassic World Dominion, then you guys would know that there's a Therizinosaurus in that movie, and that Therizinosaurus is in Biosyn Valley. And to recap the ending of Season 2 of Chaos Theory, so Brooklyn basically meets Siona Santos, and Siona Santos trusts her, and then they go to Senegal, and then there they do like they go to like a lab, and they experiment with, or not experiment, but like go to a lab and then meet the leucistic baryonyx and Dr. Sar, and then at the end of Season 2 they fly to Biosyn because Brooklyn says that. So it is pretty safe to assume that they're going to Biosyn Valley in Season 3. So, and the Therizinosaurus is also in Biosyn Valley. And what I also want to mention is that we got a action feature for the Therizinosaurus in the Wave 2 of Mattel. And I know that toys don't always always happen in the movies, because like for Rebirth we're already getting like a Utah Raptor, a Torfonexus, and Dantanaesuchus, but I don't think that those will be in the movie. And then for the Dominion we also got a bunch of species that weren't in the movie, but something in me tells me that this is gonna be the case. And now you're probably thinking, but that was for Season 2, we're now talking about Season 3. Well, if you guys remember, in the first wave of Chaos Theory we already got a toy of Majungasaurus Major, and Majungasaurus Major wasn't in Season 1 of Chaos Theory at all. He only appeared in Season 2, and that was also why most people kind of expected it to appear in Season 2. But I didn't really like that, because then it was the only new species in Season 2, and it wasn't really a surprise anymore. So yeah, but this Therizinosaurus doesn't look like the one in Dominion. So it actually has more of a black coloring, while the one in Dominion had more of a gray with some red, and it has some red, I would say dry brushing, but just some red, not really patterns, but just some red feathers. But the toy was like completely black, or like maybe with a kind of a blue tint, I believe it has, and with a very light colored underbelly. And then it also had some bright red patterns all over the figure. So that definitely wasn't supposed to resemble the one that we saw in Dominion. So what I think is that one could appear in Chaos Theory Season 3. And I know what you're thinking, but what's your evidence? It's just a theory. Well, I do have some more evidence, because if you think it wasn't in Dominion, and we do know that the one in Dominion was blind, and if these would be siblings, what could be if they were both born in Biosyn Valley, although it could be that the other Therizinosaurus could be the reasoning for that the other one is blind, but I don't really think that that's the case, because the eye of the Therizinosaurus in Dominion was pretty cloudy, and it looked like it was just born blind. But who knows, it could actually be. And also, again, it wasn't in Dominion, But we do know that Biosyn was probably selling all these dinosaurs, and like they were definitely involved in the market. And who wouldn't want to buy a Therizinosaurus? Like those things are pretty cool. So, but there is, why wouldn't they want to buy the one in the minion? Well, the one in the minion was blind. And I don't know about you guys, but if I had the option to choose, then I would definitely choose the one that can actually see. So yeah, and then what could have happened is that they decided to sell the one that we know from the toy line from Chaos Theory Season 2, and then they kept one in the minion. Then they kept the one from in the minion because it was blind and it couldn't really see. So that's why they decided not to sell it. And this even brings the possibility of even more Therizinosaurus. Although I believe that if this theory would be true, there would only be one sibling or two siblings. I believe I meant. And then the Therizinosaurus would just be gone right before the timeline from Jurassic Dominion, but would actually make a lot of sense. So I want to hear your opinions of this theory in the comments, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you enjoyed this video, definitely leave a like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye everyone!